You got it. 5 points. And the difference here, you got the night lizard and the geckos. And the night lizard, of course, is active at night, and so are the geckos. The cyclops lizard is a day active, or diurnal. As you can see, everyone's commenting on a little tortoise in here. The desert tortoise, everybody probably knows what a desert tortoise is. Comment on that. They can get pretty large. Maybe the length of the size of this 10-gallon tank here, maybe about 30 pounds when they're adults. That's a very, very big tortoise. Yeah. They can live 100 years. That's definitely the truth. If you have weeds in your yard or something like that, you have a pet tortoise, he'd probably chew them down for you. But good for that. Moving right along, we got some arachnids here for you. We got a desert tarantula. Everybody's probably seen a little hairy spider once or twice in their life. And they are great predators of insects and smaller animals and can live up to 20 years. We got a desert hairy scorpion here. This is the largest scorpion on the west coast. They are not deadly. Their sting is very painful. I can liken it to a bee sting, but I didn't like it when I got stung by a bee. I don't suppose any of you did either. So, they glow under black lights. Does anybody know that? Everybody, you knew that? Did you bring a black light? Oh man, we needed to handle this. I'm sorry about that. They eat insects, small lizards, mammals sometimes. And yeah, they're very common. You normally see them in July or August at night. Moving right along. Got a San Diego alligator lizard in here. He's a pretty big guy. Looks like a little alligator. Acts like a little alligator. If you ever needed to know why an alligator lizard was called an alligator lizard, well, think about an alligator and you got a tiny one right there. They eat insects. Black widows, they're really, really nice to have around for that because they actually seek out black widows to eat. Behind them, you guys who have seen or maybe touched a snake today, touch this guy. This is a Great Basin gopher snake. They are very common around here. In the springtime, they can be found in the day and night. Usually when it gets too hot, they just come out at night. They're nocturnal. Gopher snakes are super positive animals to have around. They eat rodents like no one, and they're very just good snakes to have around. Be careful though when you see them, because sometimes they get freaked out and they will act like a rattlesnake. They will rattle their tail, and if they're on a pile of leaves, it sounds like a rattle. Best way to figure that out is if you can see their tail. You can see a pointy end, gopher snake. Rattle? Well, that's what it is. I'm gonna skip these guys. You don't need to know about them. Just kidding. I'm gonna skip them for now. Right here, this is a red racer, or a coach whip. A lot of people see these in their yards in the early morning or so. They can get up to 6 feet long. Of all the snakes I work with every day, these are the meanest snakes I've ever met. But they are harmless. They just have really, really bad attitudes. They will defend themselves, and other than that, they're good snakes to have around though. They eat rodents and small lizards and things like that. I found this one on my front porch. That was kind of a fun experience last year. Rachel, would you like to kind of show these people these little dudes? We have two very small snakes in here that most people probably have never seen before. We've got a shovel-nosed snake, which is a small yellow banded snake, like that. They eat crickets and moths, small scorpions, active at night, usually when it's very warm. And then the other little guy we have in there is called a night snake. What time do you think a night snake is active? Day. This guy, Joker. No, I'm just kidding. Night snake for sure. Night. They like to eat small lizards. That's pretty much all they eat. So, interesting thing about a night snake is they do have venom. So they are dangerous to lizards, but if they were to bite you, you would feel nothing because their venom is not powerful against humans. Oh, what you did? You just did that for me. Well, you could take the rosy boa out. Just be gentle. Rachel is going to bring around a cool little snake. It's called a rosy boa. If anybody ever wanted to keep a pet snake for the first time, I suggest this one. Rosy boas only get about 3 feet long, usually. Sometimes they'll get bigger, but not often. But they can come in, reddish, brown, orange stripes. They have the sweetest disposition of any snake you will ever find. And they will not bite, unless you have a food item in your hand. And they might bite you because they missed. But yeah, rosy boas, man, they're cool. You find them in the rocky areas around here. The other snake in here, he's a little more testy, but we'll leave it alone. That's a glossy snake. They're very common around here. Also harmless. Eat lizards, mice. Active at night. If you were to ever drive on a desert road at night and you saw a snake crossing, 9 out of 10 times it's a glossy snake. Maybe 8 out of 10. Because the other 2 would be these guys, which I promised I would come back to. I don't know if I promised that. Did I promise? I did promise. Okay. These guys are rattlesnakes. These guys are, this one here in the middle, if you can see it. I think the wood's probably blocking it. Yeah. The one you can see right here, we'll start here. This is a sidewinder. They are known for being also known as the horned rattlesnake because they have horns over their eyes. It's kind of cool looking. They don't get very big, maybe, about 2 feet, maybe 2.5 feet. They move in a sideways fashion, which was one reason they're called a sidewinder. And they can go very quickly. It's kind of interesting to watch them at full speed. But they are usually lizard and mice eaters and active at night. They're very common around here too. The other snake in here is the Mojave rattlesnake, also known as the Mojave green. This one's a very dangerous snake. Dangerous in the fact if it bites you. This is the one that if you get bit by, if you get bit by any rattlesnake, please go to the hospital. But this one's a bad news. Mojave rattlesnakes are, very common around here, and this is because they are live bearers. They are a very successful snake because they can have 10 to 12 babies a couple of times a year. And the babies are born live and able to defend and fend for themselves immediately. Most other snakes here are egg layers, so there's a whole egg stage where other animals can eat the eggs and whatnot. These guys are born ready to go. So it helps their species become very successful. At any rate, I think that's all I have to say about that.